In my last video, I showed you that you can't hide from a single mmWave radar sensor tracking you wirelessly from kilometers away. But that was just one person. What if it could track three people at the same time in full 3D with digital twins that mirror every movement in real time? That is exactly what we built. But before I show you everything, I have to tell you something strange that happened during testing. I was alone, nobody else was in this room. I was sitting right here writing code, running tests. Normal day, nothing unusual. Then a target appeared on the screen. The radar logged on. And for a brief second, I genuinely thought someone was standing right behind that curtain. Seriously, for that one moment, I was scared because it felt like someone was watching me. So I slowly stood up from my chair, and the moment I did, the target vanished instantly, gone. Like it saw me stand up, like it knew I was coming. Nobody was there. So, just like that, I wasn't building a radar tracking system anymore. I was building a ghost detector. It was probably a false detection, at least that's what I keep telling myself. But I can tell you one thing, whatever you are about to see in this video is going to feel way more real than you expect. This is what we are going to build in this video. Three people tracked in real time inside a full 3D environment with digital twins that move exactly the way real people move, completely wireless from kilometers away. And all of this using just one single radar sensor. We even used it to protect those mysterious plants from the last video. Don't worry, we'll come back to that later. But before we get there, let me show you how we build this step by step because there are 5 versions in this video and each one is more powerful than the last. Version 1 is impressive. Version 5 is absolutely insane. By the end of this video, you will know how to build exactly what you just saw. Now let me tell you why this project actually happened. After my previous RD-03D videos, the comments started coming in. Track multiple people, build a digital twin, create a 3D environment. And that is what we are going to go through today. So without any further delay, let's get started. This is version 1. And the best part is that we are still using the exact same hardware from the previous You Can't Hide project. The same RD-03D mmWave radar module. The same TTGO LoRa 32. And exactly the same setup. Before we start, we need to switch the radar into multi-target tracking mode. This is the command we send to the RD-03D. If you're interested in how this command works internally, what the bytes mean, and how the radar registers operate, check out my getting started video. I have already covered everything there in detail. Now let's launch the software. And honestly, enough talking. The real question is, can a single RD-03D radar actually track 3 people at the same time? Let's find out. Right now there is nobody inside the detection area. And there we go, target 1 detected. You can see the digital twin appear instantly. Distance is updating, angle is updating, everything is happening in real time. And now we have target 2. Notice how the software keeps both targets separated. Each one has its own position and tracking data. And now for the real test. Target 3. 3 people, 1 radar tracked simultaneously. Take a look at the panel on the right. Every target gets its own distance, speed, angle, and coordinate information. Honestly, when I first started experimenting with this module, I wasn't expecting it to handle multiple targets this well. Watch, what happens is everyone moves around. The radar continuously updates each target's position. And that's where the software starts becoming really useful. Now let me quickly show you what you are looking at. This is a full 3D environment. The radar is positioned in the center. The grid helps visualize distance and movement. And the curved boundary shows the radar's monitoring area. The environment is fully interactive. You can rotate it, zoom in, zoom out, and inspect the scene from any angle. One feature I particularly like is the motion trail behind each target. As people move around, the software leaves a short history of their path. And if you look at the telemetry panel, you will see all the important information updating live: distance, speed, angle, coordinates. Everything is updating in real time as the targets move. So even though this looks simple, there is actually a lot of data being processed behind the scenes. And remember, this is only version 1. We haven't added intelligent security zones. We haven't added intrusion detection. We haven't added human-shaped digital twins. And we definitely haven't gone fully wireless yet. So let's see what happens in version 2. At first glance, version 2 looks almost identical to version 1. The tracking system is the same. The telemetry is the same. And we can still track up to 3 people simultaneously. So what changed? For version 2, I added dedicated camera controls. Now, I can precisely adjust the viewing angle, zoom level, and even the virtual sensor height using simple sliders. This makes it much easier to inspect the environment and analyze target movement from different perspectives. I know camera sliders don't sound exciting, but version 2 is really just preparation for what version 3 does, and version 3 is where things get serious. Because up until now, we have only been visualizing people. In version 3, the system starts making decisions. We are going to create custom security zones, and the moment somebody enters one of those zones, the alarm is going to activate. That is exactly what version 3 is about. And this is where things start getting seriously useful. Let's suppose I want to protect this TV. If anybody comes too close to it, I want the alarm to activate. That's exactly what version 3 allows us to do. You can see this orange polygon inside the radar's detection area. And I want to point out something important. This zone is not hard-coded. I didn't draw it inside the code. I created it live, directly inside the application using my mouse. If I press clear zone, the region disappears completely. Now I can press edit zone and place points anywhere I want. The software automatically connects those points to create a custom security zone. If I don't like the shape, I can modify it. If I want a larger area, I can expand it. Or I can delete everything and create a completely new zone in just a few seconds. Now look at the indicator at the top. Right now it's green and says secure zone. That means everything is normal. Nobody has entered the protected area. The moment somebody crosses into the zone, it turns red and displays breach detected. So let's put it to the test. Before we test the alarm, I want to check something else first: false alarms, because a security system that constantly triggers when it shouldn't isn't very useful. So I'm going to spend some time moving around the room while staying outside the protected area. As you can see, the radar is tracking me perfectly. Distance is updating, angle is updating, the digital twin is moving exactly as expected. But notice the status indicator: still green, still secure. I have been walking around for a while now and the alarm hasn't triggered even once. And that's exactly what we want. The system isn't reacting to movement alone, it's reacting to movement inside the protected area. Alright, now let's see what happens when I actively enter the zone. Watch the indicator, and there it is, breach detected. The moment I entered the region, the alarm activated. And as soon as I leave the area, we are back to secure zone. This means you can create and monitor virtually any protected area you want: a TV, a workstation, a server rig, a storage room, or anything else that shouldn't be approached without permission. Now let me show you one more feature before we move on: range control. Let's reduce the monitoring distance. There you go. The person is still physically standing there, but because he is outside the configured range, the software no longer tracks him. And the nice thing is that I didn't have to modify the code. I simply adjusted a slider. Now, I have a question for you guys. If you had a system like this, what would you protect? A TV, a gaming setup, a workshop, a server room? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to see your ideas. As for me, I'm planning to use version 5 to protect my refrigerator because somebody has already launched an attack on my watermelon. And judging by the size of the remaining piece, the situation is becoming critical. I cannot afford any further losses, so version 5 is officially being assigned to refrigerator security duty. But before we save the watermelon, let's move on to version 4, and this is where the project starts looking a lot more like a true digital twin system. Welcome to version 4. At first glance, it looks very similar to version 3, and that's because all the major features are still here. The security zones, the adjustable range control, and the real-time tracking. But this time I wanted the system to feel more like a true digital twin. So instead of representing people as simple rectangular boxes, I replaced them with animated human figures. And honestly, this small change makes a surprisingly big difference. Now, when somebody moves through the environment, you are no longer looking at a floating box. You are looking at a virtual person moving inside a virtual environment. The entire system immediately feels more natural and easier to understand. Now, before somebody asks in the comments, no, the RD-03D radar is not tracking individual arms and legs. It's not doing pose estimation. The radar is still providing the same distance and angle information as before. What I have done is use that data to place and animate a human figure inside the 3D environment. So whenever a real person moves, their digital twin moves with them in real time. Walk forward, the digital twin moves forward. Move left, the digital twin moves left. Approach the protected area, the digital twin approaches the protected area. Simple as that. And because the security zones are still active, it's now much easier to visualize exactly what's happening inside the monitored space. You don't need to read coordinates. You don't need to analyze numbers. You can simply look at the screen and immediately understand what's going on. And that's really the goal of a digital twin. Taking sensor data and turning it into something humans can understand at a glance. Personally, I think this is where the project starts looking less like a radar experiment and more like a professional monitoring system. But we are still connected to a computer. We are still inside the lab. So for version 5, I wanted to take everything we have built so far and make it completely portable, no laptop required, no wires, just the radar, LoRa, a battery, and real-world testing. And honestly, this is the version I have been waiting to show you. If you watched my previous video, you can't hide, then version 5 is going to feel very familiar. But there is one major difference. Last time we were wirelessly tracking a single person. This time, we are tracking 3 people simultaneously in real time using the exact same RD-03D mmWave radar module and the exact same TTGO LoRa 32 boards. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the entire project because I don't actually need the laptop. If I want, I can power the receiver using nothing more than a power bank and monitor everything directly on the board's display. No computer, no disk, no cables, just a power bank and the receiver. But when I connected it to a laptop, I get the best of both worlds. The onboard display gives me a radar style view and the computer gives me the full 3D environment with digital twins, telemetry, motion trails, security zones, and everything else we have built so far. So whether you want to monitor targets on the computer, directly on the receiver display, or from kilometers away using LoRa, this setup can do all of it. Now we have arrived at the same location from the previous video, the place where my brother tested the single target tracking system. And this time I came here myself, not just to test the system, I also wanted to see these plants with my own eyes. Seriously, some people were trying to identify them. Some had their own theories. Even now, I still have no idea what they are. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments because I'm genuinely curious. Anyway, whatever these mystery plants are, this location is perfect for testing, open area, minimal interference, and plenty of room for multiple people to move around. Now I'm heading back to the lab. 3 people are going to stay here with the transmitter, and I will monitor everything remotely from the receiver side. So the big question is, can one RD-03D radar track 3 people wirelessly in a real outdoor environment? Let's find out. Look at that. Target 1, target 2, target 3. 3 completely different people all being tracked simultaneously, and this is happening wirelessly in real time using a single radar sensor. Take a look at the motion trails. You can clearly see where each person walked, where they turned, and how they moved through the environment. Now look over at the telemetry panel, distance updating, speed updating, angle updating for all 3 targets at the same time. Honestly, when I first started experimenting with the RD-03D, I never imagined we would eventually be doing something like this. A few videos ago, we were simply detecting human presence. Now we are building digital twins, defining security zones, tracking multiple people, and monitoring everything wirelessly over long distances. That's a pretty incredible evolution. And because all the features from the previous versions are still active, I can create a protected zone anywhere I want. Let's protect your favorite plants, or should I say, this famous garden. Let's protect this part of the garden. There we go, the protected area is active. Now let's see what happens when somebody tries to enter the garden. Watch the status indicator. The moment somebody enters the protected zone, the alarm should activate. And there it is, breach detected instantly, exactly as expected. So now the famous garden is officially under radar surveillance. Nobody touches the plants without permission, and that's the power of combining LoRa with the RD-03D radar module. But remember what I said earlier in this video, I promised to protect my refrigerator because somebody has been attacking my watermelon and the situation has become critical. So I placed the transmitter right here. Secure zone drawn around the fridge. System is active. Now, the moment anyone gets close to that refrigerator,
A few moments later.
there it is, breach detected. My watermelon is finally safe. What we built today, 5 versions, 3D tracking, digital twins, wireless monitoring. This is impressive, but the next version of human detection, that one is going to completely change the way you think about tracking systems. I'm not going to say anything more than that. You will just have to wait and see. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it. So that's all for now. Support me on Patreon for more videos. I hope you liked today's episode. Like and share this video with your friends. See you in next episode and thanks for watching.